Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Uh,
Hey guys, I'm Ryan, Tokyo FunHunter. This is our last video on the series of what not to do in Japan. We saved our last two subjects for this private video, and I'm glad Yuki's here because,
okay, so
as a foreigner, just talking about it might not be a good idea. It's good
Mhm.
to have somebody else's perspective and opinion. Yuki's born and raised in Japan, so it's good to also hear your thoughts on this as well. So, shall we talk about it?
yeah, sure.
All right.
Start.
Which one do you want to talk about first? Which one?
World War II.
Okay. So yeah, we just said it. Biggest topic to avoid in Japan, in conversation or in any way you can, is of course
World War II.
World War II. Don't bring it up. Don't talk about it. It's still a sensitive topic in Japan. A very
Yeah.
sensitive topic.
Because we lost. Sorry.
I didn't say anything.
I'm really objective, so.
It's okay objective for historical reasons, but I've had people, and it's usually not, it's both sides. I've had foreigner friends bring it up in conversation. I've had Japanese friends bring it up in conversation. But just rule of thumb, the conversation never goes good. It's just there's too much feeling involved in that conversation. Whatever your private thoughts are, keep them to yourself.
Yeah.
Right? Keep them to yourself, and if somebody brings it up, I would try to steer the conversation away from that any way you can.
Yeah.
Like I've had previous girlfriends bring it up. It comes
That's sad.
if you see somebody long enough, it is a topic that does bring up once in a while, but never bring it up in a first impression type of situation. That is just no guys.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've had a few friends, any of those things about, the bomb, World War II, soldiers, just that era in general, avoid the situation. It never goes well.
No.
Okay.
Never.
What are your thoughts on this?
Well, the thing is, the Japanese doesn't know the history that much.
Okay.
Well, we just learn from the textbook. That's all about it, and then we don't talk about that much, like religions, the government stuff, and then the war. And it's so peaceful here. We don't have like soldier and stuff, like jitais, like armies. We don't have armies. So we don't.
They
talk
have
about
a Japanese self-defense force.
Yeah.
Right? So they have a defensive but not offensive type of army.
Yeah, it's very like a sensitive topic.
It's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah, like I was in university graduation, and then my American friends, and he just started like Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even know
yeah.
that much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of sad, even it's a joke.
Yeah, even if it's a joke in context, guys, you never want to be, never bring it up in conversation. Just rule of
It's
thumb.
not a joke.
It's not a joke.
No, it's kind of sad.
So these are sad topics, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, I have seen on both sides, Japanese and foreigners, bring it up in conversation, and you just see the feeling. Everybody's mood dies, and
Yeah.
you never want to bring it up.
I don't even know why your Japanese friend brought up the topic.
Well, usually it's like they want to know your opinion. They want to
Okay.
know their perspective. Which is a valid point, but you don't want to be doing it in a drinking bar
No.
setting. This is more like a private, one-on-one, like, somebody Yeah, I've talked about with friends, and they're just like,
Yeah.
what do you think? Yeah, and
Well,
that's
they wanna
okay.
know.
Yeah, they want to know sometimes,
Yeah.
but they might not be in the best frame of mind
Mhm.
to receive certain information.
Yeah.
So, basically, overall, guys, that point in history, don't bring it up.
Oh.
Okay? You can talk about a ton of other things, just not that one thing. Okay? All right, second taboo topic.
Okay.
Second taboo topic in Japan. This is both something you should not do and you should not talk about is drugs.
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 What kind of
What are
drugs?
Japanese opinions on drugs?
What kind of drug? Drugs.
Just any kind of drug. Well, not prescription drugs, like illegal drugs.
Illegal drugs.
Yeah. So hardcore drugs, or the more famous one, marijuana.
Yeah, it's illegal here, so.
Yep.
You can't even talk about it.
Yeah, you can't even talk about it. It's a very strict punishment,
Yeah.
right?
That's so funny in the US, like they talk about it, and then like
It's way
once
more
in the
common.
speech class, this guy started how good it is, and Like everyone started laughing.
Oh, was this in Japan?
No, it was in the US.
Okay.
In the university class, like speaking class, you have one topic to talk about.
Oh, you did a whole speech on it?
Yeah. And it was like, okay.
Yeah.
But they accept it. But in here, never talk about drugs.
Never talk about drugs.
No.
Basically the rule,
You
guys,
get
if you do not
arrested.
know, if you're caught with marijuana in Japan, it's a 5-year imprisonment. It's extremely, extremely, strict.
Wow.
So if you're caught with it, in Japan, it's a 5-year imprisonment. And by the way, for jail time in Japan, I've never been, but they can hold you up to 90 days, I believe. 90 days without any conviction for no reason. Japanese police have the ability to hold you in containment. Okay, so don't even mess around with that type of stuff. In American culture, weed is a little bit more common. It's a little bit more, it's of course still a no-no, but it's getting like more and more toward like, it's not such a big deal. America, if you get caught, it's like, oh, slap on the wrist. Japan, you get caught, you're doing some, you're gonna be away for a while.
Too.
Yeah.
It will be in the news.
So I would just say, if even if your friends have it or if anybody invites you, I would stay away. I would recommend as a rule of thumb, don't take the chance. It's not worth the chance. So drugs in Japan are still a very taboo thing, even just in conversation, guys. Even in conversation. Because I've had Japanese friends ask me like, "Oh,
Really?
Ryan, have you smoked weed?" I'm not gonna answer it. But it's kind of like, don't even talk about it, because it's for them, it's a very different reaction versus Westerners.
It's West. In the West, it's like, it's okay. It's like a tobacco and stuff. But in Japan, it's like, okay, you're gonna get caught. You're gonna get on the news.
Very different cultural and emotional reaction. So those guys are two big things, two big major topics, both in doing and conversation, that we recommend try to avoid. And it's kind of like, obviously, if you think about it, you keep thinking about it, you might bring it up. So these are just suggestions, but don't focus on them too much, right? Focus on the positive things of conversation, meeting, experiencing, having fun with people, enjoying Japan to its fullest, making new friends.
I'm listening.
Yuki, any last thoughts?
About what? Like
Just what not to do in Japan?
Yeah, maybe you learn from what you experience in Japan. But once you learn it, don't do it again. It's not funny.
Yeah, learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. Exactly.
You could a lot of trial and error, and if you're new to Japan, you will make mistakes.
Yeah. But enjoy it.
That's how you learn. Embrace the mistakes, I guess. But correct the mistakes. Anyway, guys, well, I guess we'll leave it there. I like to make the abundance of our videos, I try to make them positive and good value for people. But obviously, there are a few subjects that people want to know about that are maybe on the negative side of things. So these are just some ideas to take in consideration when you visit Japan, or if you're living in Japan, or some new information. Okay? As a final thing, thank you, Yuki, thank you, Yuki, so much for joining us and taking the time. We made a variety of videos today, and I do appreciate it big time. She's awesome. She's also one of the most social Japanese girls I know, and she really knows how to socialize and how to make everybody feel always welcome. So thank you again.
Yep, you're welcome.
In regards to the video, please subscribe and share it if you can. Please check out our videos from our FunHunter channel, as well as in our description we have a lot of links of things we're doing in Japan, both business-wise and Twitter, Google+, some of our things. Like us, we'll, it's keep us up to date, and also give us some new video tips. I mean, if you guys have some videos you'd like us to create, we'd be happy to. Please comment below. I can't guarantee I can do all of them, depending on the audience size, but we'll do our best we can to comment and to add more value in your experience in kind of like maybe traveling or living or whatever, however you want to experience it. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching us through, and we'll see you guys next time, okay?
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Matane. How do you say goodbye in Japanese? I know how to, but... Well, like... Matane. All right.
Matane.
Sayonara.
Bye-bye.
Matane.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.